Hello and welcome to our video on midpoint of a line segment. I've got another line here just like our previous video, and I'm going to put 2 points on there, and the type of question we're looking at would be asking us to find the exact halfway, the midpoint. So I'll just put that here. Midpoint equals halfway. So we could guess it by eye. It's about here. But what we're looking for is using the coordinates to find the exact midpoint. So again, if we label this one as x2, y2, with a comma in between, the 2 coordinate points, and this one can be x1, y1. Because we will need to just show over here the x value of this one will be, oh sorry, that's y. The y value will be somewhere on the y-axis, so the y values can be y1, and for this one can be y2. The x value, x1, and for here, x2. Now what we're looking to do is find the coordinates for the red point. So it's going to be some x value in between x1 and x2 and some y value here. So I'll just put that as an x and some y value for this example, because we don't have numbers in this real example. So if we look at how we could actually get to this value, the x value will be down here and the y value is across here. And this x value will be exactly halfway between these two x values. So we could use, for this point, we could add these two together and divide by 2, which is the same as finding the average of the two numbers. x1 plus y1 divided by 2. And for the y value up here, we can add these two y values together and divide them by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And there's our 2 coordinate points. That's exactly what I've written down here. So for a line joining 2 coordinates, x1, y1 and x2, y2, the midpoint, we use m to show the midpoint, is x1 plus x2 over 2. Just realized I made an error there. x1 plus x2 and y1 plus y2. Make sure you correct that error in your notes as well. This is the correct formula. Comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. So this is a kind of weird formula because it's got the comma in the middle of it. But it's because we're looking for the coordinate point in our solution. So the type of solution you'll get when you're asked for a midpoint, you will give an answer that looks like a coordinate point. So it'll have an x number and a y number like that. It's also reminding you here that these two is the average of the coordinates for the x-axis and the y-axis for the 2 points. Here's a problem you might like to try yourself before I go on and give the solution. Pause the video now. First thing I always find useful to do is to rewrite the points out again. -3, -5 and 2, 8, and then labeling them x1, y1, x2, y2, so I know which number corresponds to which. Firstly, I'm going to write out the formula I'm choosing to use. x1 plus y1 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. Now I can substitute my values in. X1 is -3, Y1 is, I've done it again, X1 plus, this should be X2. X1 plus X2, X1 plus 2 over 2, comma, Y1 is -5 plus Y2, which is 8 over 2, -3 plus 2 is -1, -5 plus 8 is +3, and if you are giving an exact answer, these fraction values would be fine, so -1/2, comma, 3 over 2. If you wanted to give a decimal answer, you could convert this to a decimal, -0.5 and 1.5. Thanks for watching the video.